Hi guys, now I would like to explain what is meant by sampling distribution and how do you construct a sampling distribution for certain parameters. First let us see what are the basics for this. So here the population sample sampling population sample, what is meant by sampling, what is meant by random sampling, and after that the sampling distribution, how do you construct the sampling distribution of means for two different samples. One is the sampling with the replacement and sampling without replacement, and see how do you find these. And for this, see here, these are all important for the concept of statistical inference. First let us see what is meant by the population. The population is nothing but a universal set, or it's a complete set of individuals or objects or things or bacteria or animals, whatever it may be, the thing or objects or persons, human beings, animals, birds, the complete set we can call it as a population. It's a statistical terminology, the population. Let us say, suppose example, the engineering students in one state, or the total number of fruits, or the total number of objects, the total number of bacteria, whatever it may be, comes under the population. Now let us see what is meant by the sample. Sample is nothing but a small part of the population. In mathematically we can say that it is a subset of universal set, because universal set refers population, subset refers sample. That's why here a small part of the population is called the sample. Example, here for the population, the engineering students in one state as a population, and here suppose the engineering student in certain college, that you can take it as a sample, or the number of fruits in certain place, but here the number of fruits throughout the state, suppose, that you can call it as a population, or the objects, whatever it may be. So this what is meant by the population and sample. But how do you choose the sample? Choosing the sample is called as the sampling. It's nothing but the process of choosing the samples is called the sampling. But how do you give the importance of the individual different objects? See, if you give equal importance to each member of the object, then the process of drawing the samples, that you can call it as a random sample. So that's why here process of drawing samples in which every member has a same chance of occurrence is called the random sampling. Let us see, suppose a population of size is capital N, and suppose the sample of size small n, let us take. Then what about the possible number of samples? It depends on how you are taking the sampling. The sampling, suppose where a member of the population may be chosen more than once. So that means the samples are repeated. At that time, what about the total number of samples? See here, the sample size is the small n and population size is the capital N. Then the possible number of samples with replacement, that we can take it as, this is n power. Then similarly, suppose without replacement, each object appears exactly once. That's why here a member can't be chosen more than once. It's a without replacement. Then what about the total number of samples? It can be determined by n c n. Okay, if suppose n is equal to 4 and sample of size n is equal to 2, for with replacement, what you will get? 2 power 4. Without replacement, you will get 4C2. So this is how do you find the number of samples with and without replacement. Now let us see what are the characteristics of the population. So this is the importance in statistics. What are the characteristics of the population? And whatever the characteristics, these we can call it as a parameter. Well, let us see what are those characteristics. The population mean and population variance, standard deviation, median, mode, and so on. These we can call it as the parameter. These characteristics of the these are related to the population. These we can call it as a parameter. And see, usually the population mean is denoted by mu and standard deviation is represented by sigma. And similarly for the samples, the characteristics of the samples are called statistics. Like the characteristics of the population, we are calling it as a parameter. For the samples, these characteristics we can call it as statistics. These are the same, it's a mean, variance, standard deviation, median, mode, and so on. But observe here, what about the notation for these samples characteristics? Here the characteristics of the samples regarding the mean we can represent it by x bar, and standard deviation sigma x bar, or sometimes we can call it as S, whatever it may be. This is so whatever you'd like to wish to choose, or you can use any notation for the regarding the samples, but before you specify what are the notation for this. Now let us see what is meant by sampling distribution. Suppose the frequency distribution of any random variable, that we can call it as a sampling distribution. Suppose this frequency distribution of mean of samples, the mean of samples I am taking as one of the random variable, and with respect to that, frequency distribution of the mean of the samples is called sampling distribution of means. But let us see how do you find that sampling distribution, how do you construct for that. See here, first we should take what is the random variable of certain random experiment. Here the thing is random variable, we are taking mean of samples, choosing samples of size n out of capital N. This capital N is nothing but the size of the population, and find the statistics. I just now explained you what is meant by the statistics. Statistics means characteristics of the samples. It is like a mean, variance, standard deviation, and so on, and find the frequency of that mean. Okay, now here let us see one example. Find the sampling distribution of mean and the population. I'm taking, suppose, the objects with the numericals 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the population. It's a small size of the population, and now I would like to take the samples of size 2. So there are two ways how do you choose the samples. One is with replacement, another one is without replacement. So in both way, how do you construct the sampling distribution of mean? So that we will see now. So write all possible samples under the with replacement and without replacement, and find mean and standard deviation of a samples and population, and then find the frequency of these means. See, let us see what it one by one. Now see, now I would like to take one example, the same thing, example population, the same here 1, 2, 3, 4, and let us find first what is the mean of the population and standard deviation of the population. Okay, so variance means usually you will get a sigma square, but here the sigma is nothing but standard deviation. For standard deviation, this is the formula. See, first What is mean by the mean? Mean, we know that sum of the values by the number of values. Here the sum of these objects and the number of objects is nothing but we'll get 2.5. Now I would like to find what is the standard deviation. The standard deviation for the ungrouped data, the formula is the square root of summation x minus mu whole square by n, where mu is nothing but 2.5, and in place of x you will take 1, 2, 3, 4 divided by n, the size of the population. Now see, this is the standard deviation of the population and this is the mean of the population for the population 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let us take the sample. The sample is without replacement. Let us see what are those. Now I am choosing the sample of size 2 without replacement. With that objects 1, 2, 3, 4. See, these are the samples. 1, 2 size 2, 1, 3 size 2, 1, 4 size 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4. These are all possible samples of size 2 without replacement. Now I would like to find what is the mean of this sample. What is the 1, 2 average? 1.5. Similarly 1.3 average, 2, 1.4 average, 2.5, and so on. For 3, 4 average is 3.5. Now for this, see, frequency distribution. Now let us see what is the frequency distribution. The mean, it whatever it may be, this 1.5 here, right, and 2, 2.5 repeated twice, and 3, 3.5. This mean is nothing but here random variable, and for this random variable what are the possible values? 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5. Here 1.5 repeated how many times in a mean of each sample? 1 time. 2 repeats 1 time, 2.5 repeats twice, 3 repeats 1 time, 3.5 repeats 1. Now the same thing, suppose I would like to draw this for 1.5 1, and for 2 1, and for 2.5 this is 2, and for 3 1, for 3.5 1. See, if you add all this, observe here, this is just like normal distribution curve, and observe here where it is reaching the peaks value, exactly the mu is nothing but the mean. Now let us see for same thing for the same frequency distribution. For this frequency distribution, so this is what we got it. This frequency distribution is called sampling distribution, and here the random variable is mean x bar. That's why the sampling distribution is called sampling distribution of mean of samples. Mean of samples. The same way, suppose, see, for this sampling distribution, how do you find the mean? For this sampling distribution, the mean. And see, observe here, for this frequency distribution table, we need to find out the mean value. Regarding the frequency distribution, how do you find the mean? This is the formula, summation of x by f. Of course, here x bar, if you consider here x bar. Okay. Now see here, the sum of the values by the total frequency is 6, 5 by 2, 2.5. So that means whatever the mean of the population, that is mu, and here sampling distribution of means of same samples of the same population is the 2.5. But observe here the standard deviation. What is the standard deviation you are getting? But to find the standard deviation for this case, f x minus x bar whole square by summation f. Here this is the formula. And observe here, if we compare the standard deviation of the population and the standard deviation of the samples, we will get this is the error. And in the mean of the population, mean of the sampling distribution of mean of samples, both are getting same. Only the error we are getting in standard deviation. That's why this 1 by root n, n minus n by n minus 1 is called standard error, where n is size of the population and small n is size of the samples. So that's why, see, this you can call it as standard error. The same way, suppose with replacement, what about the samples? The same example, population sample of size 2 with replacement, and what are the possible samples here? Here the objects may be repeated, so that's why 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 2 comma 2. See here again 2 comma 1 is repeated because of with replacement. And for these, what are the mean of the samples? 1, 1.5, 2. Okay, and for these means, see, let us see how do you find the frequency distribution. 1 repeated how many times in this? 1.5 repeated twice, 2 repeated thrice, 2 repeated, see, this is 1, 2 and before. So like that for all possible mean of the samples. So this is the frequency distribution. Now for this frequency distribution, how do you find a mean of a sampling distribution? The same formula for the mean, but observe here also you are getting 2.5, which is equal to mean of the population, and standard deviation formula is this, and here we got like this. Now by comparing with the standard deviation of mean should be similar, and mean of the standard deviation of the population and standard deviation of the sample. For this, error is 1 by root n. For this is a standard error. So what standard distribution of sampling distribution is called? Standard error. So these are the two types. One is n minus n by n into n minus 1, or 1 by root n for with replacement. And see here the sampling distribution of, if you take the large sample, so that means if n is a maximum, accordingly you take the samples of n, the most number of samples is assumed to be the normal distribution. As I told you, you will get simply the frequency distribution. See here, if n is very large, then n minus n minus n minus 1, its limit value become 1. Then observe here, if you draw the curve for the frequency distribution, it is equal to the standard normal curve, normal distribution or Gaussian curve. Okay, and see here, now if the sample size n less than 30, if sample size n less than 30, that we can call it as small sample, otherwise it is called as the large sample. It is an important topic for further concept of statistical inference. So this is what sampling distribution. To construct the standard sampling distribution, so you should aware of what is the population, how do you choose the sample, and randomly you have to choose the samples, and what is the sampling distribution, what is the standard error, and according to the standard error we should choose the different distributions in a statistical inference. This is the next topic what we are going to discuss. Thank you.